Alright everybody, welcome back to another video here on the Dividend Doggo Show on YouTube, and I am bringing you into a weekly portfolio review. We are going to take a look at how my portfolio performed over the week, what things I was buying, and what I was up to with the portfolio for the week. This is the end of July. This is July 30th. And let's go ahead and dive straight in. As you can see here, we're at a market gain of about $140,000 and earned dividends of $51,649.41. So that is pretty amazing. Overall, you can see we do have a couple of pies still in the red, just slightly. Monthly dividend stocks and the Como Money pie are both in the red just a little bit. But overall, there's a lot of green across the portfolio where we've taken a bunch of gains and things like that. So let's dive straight in to see what the week looked like. As you can see, there's about $20,000 in buying power. We'll get into that in just a few moments here. So overall, we started up about 536,000 for the week. It dipped down a little bit. That was mainly due to a sell, and then we started climbing. So let's take a look at the first pie here, finance. So finance was up in the green pretty significantly here. We had earned dividends of $723 this week. I believe that's for Citi. So I'm going to be getting that first dividend payment from them. Market gains were about $356. So overall, very green week for the finance pie, considering all of the announcements and stuff like that. Leading the charge though was Bank of OZK. That brings us into the first buy for the week, which is pretty awesome. Little teaser. We have a Bank of OZK. I reinvested the dividends to pick up a couple extra shares. This was a total of 2.3 shares that it purchased. So that's pretty awesome. We have also for the week, we bought about $300 worth of Altria. That ended up adding about 6.9 extra shares of Altria at a price of $43.43. So those were the two big buys for the week. And because we're in finance, I'll go ahead and get into it. I sold Ally, and here's why. This stock had come down pretty significantly, and I had taken a whole bunch of gains from AbbVie and Vistra. So I need to offset those taxes a little bit, and this gives me one way to do that. This was down about a third, so it's come down pretty significantly from when I purchased it at the beginning of the year. It was a decent buy, in my opinion, at the beginning of the year, but the market has taken some serious turns and a lot of stocks have gone down. So I'm not saying that I'm not going to rebuy this stock. However, for right now, it's better for me tax-wise to take this the $10,000 loss and basically harvest that out. So I'm going to be looking to reinvest that $20,000 into the portfolio, and we're going to see kind of where that goes over the next few weeks. What we're going to do here is go into, you can see just about everything was in the green for finance for the end of the week. So if I'd held onto the Ally, it probably would have been up a couple percent. However, it's done. What's done is done, and we're going to be looking to add that into some other stocks here in the portfolio over the next few weeks, probably. Overall, 1 week we were up $10,800, and almost 750 of that is dividends. So that's absolutely amazing. In the consumer pie, we had a lot of stuff in the green this week. Coca-Cola up 4%. Pepsi was up 3%. Target 3%. Lowe's and Home Depot both down about 2% each. Costco up 2%. And Altria up 1.78% for the week. So overall, consumers, that pie had a pretty phenomenal week overall. Then we have Como Money. Como Money was up significantly this week. If you look at Berkshire Hathaway, that was up 5% for the week. and SCHD was up 3.12%. So that's pretty significant overall. I considered taking that money and just rolling it straight into SCHD, and I probably should have done that, because if I had at the beginning of the week, that would have shot up pretty significantly. But we're gonna kind of drip that in, or potentially look for a couple new stocks to add into the portfolio. For healthcare, AbbVie was down pretty significantly this week, about 3.34%, and Johnson & Johnson up about 1.39%. So overall, the healthcare sector was in the red for the week, and that was the only sector for me that was fully in the red. So utilities up about 11% this week, 11.5. Vistra was up 12.39% this week. This is one of those things where I was tempted to buy back in while it was in the 22 range, but I decided not to. I took profits at about 26 and change, and right now it's sitting at 25.85. So there's a good possibility that the stock does continue to keep going up. But you can see here the dividend yield right now is 2.49%. However, they did raise the dividend again for this year, which is absolutely wild. I believe it's a little over 18.4 cents per share per quarter. So it's had a pretty significant raise in the dividend this year. Their plan overall of doing share buybacks and doing the dividend raises has been absolutely amazing, and the stock has performed very well. I did take all of my initial investment off the table, so the value of this $50,000 here is 100% gains from the stock going up. So this is the difference between what I had put in and what it's currently at after I had made the sale this year. So overall, I think they've got a pretty bright future. I would like to get this up to about the 2,000 share mark. It's really close. I was at over 6,000 shares, and I went ahead and took some profit off of the table. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because that money is going into another project here, which is a real estate project. I'm hoping to be able to start up a couple 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom Airbnbs in Washington State. So we're going to see how that project goes and progresses, but it's going to be very slow going. Duke, the other stock I hold in the utilities pie, was up 4.72% this week as well, which is pretty phenomenal. And then we have our monthly dividend stocks. BST was up 6.39% for the week, which means the tech sector had a very good week as well, which is phenomenal, because in our 401k plan, we hold the majority of our money in tech index funds, and it is absolutely Apple, Amazon, Facebook, all that jazz. So I'm glad to see that that was coming up a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to have a lot of extra buying opportunities for the rest of the year, but I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging in every week, and I'm going to be looking for what I want to deploy this extra $20,000 into, and see what I can do with that. So overall, absolutely amazing week. I hope every single one of you that is watching has had an amazing week for their portfolio as well, and I appreciate every single one of you. We did cross over that 3,000 subscriber mark. All of the likes, the comments, the subscriptions here on YouTube, I greatly appreciate that. I definitely appreciate every single one of you. And drop me a comment and let me know, what would you do if you had $20,000 to invest right now? Where would you put that money? I'm very curious to see what people say, if they would just let it index and chill, or if they would go for another individual stock pick like VST. I'm very tempted to try to find that value stock and throw that money into it and see what I can do with it. I've had pretty good luck this year with over the past year, basically picking some individual stocks and having them do very well. However, last year and this year are very different things, and people are very fearful of all of the recession news and things like that. So It's a little bit of a risky play to even try to find value stocks, but we'll see and see what I can come up with. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and let me know how you're doing this week. I hope everyone is doing well. It is very hot up here in Washington State this weekend, so try to stay cool and relax and have as much fun as possible this weekend. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.